Something different today. An unboxing of a battery-powered set by Scalextric. This is the Formula E set, and let's take a look and see if it's right for that young racer in your life. Alrighty, here we go, folks. The X-Acto knife of doom has been called into service. Get that out of here. Battery-powered sets are not looked upon very fondly by a lot of the hobbyists, but they really do make up the backbone of what keeps the lights on, quite frankly, at most slot companies. So, what do we have? We have some lovely box art. I really do like that. I must admit I hadn't seen one of these sets until now. I do really like the box art. And does it say what scale it is on the front? It does say 1/64 scale. That's good. Battery powered. They have the speed controllers with the stops in them, so you can, make them even slower, which cars are going to be fairly slow to begin with, but, whatever. Lap counter, and it tells you the length of the track on there, and it's got suggested direction of travel on there, too. Let's get this guy open, shall we? These boxes with the little tongue. Big cardboard insert. Oh boy. Okay. What do we have here? We have the information, which we'll get to in a second. We have little tiny straights, a whole bunch of them. Bigger straights, as well as the connection section, which is there. This does require a screwdriver to open, and yeah, it's a Phillips. Pretty much everyone has a Phillips in their house these days. So we have a bunch of straights. That's cool. This actually makes a pretty big layout, it looks like. Layout on this is it's 12 feet of track total, and it fits in a 3 by 4.5 foot, basically, space. That's a pretty good layout. There are other 9. This is really awesome. 9 suggested possible alternative layouts. I really love that. That's really cool. I would probably, if I were designing this box art, you got a lot of empty space here. I would highlight that rather than the basic layout here. I know why they did the basic layout, because this is what people are going to probably use to put the track together. So they want to show the track pieces as clearly as possible, regardless of what's in the instructions, believe it or not. People generally don't want to read the instructions, just as I kind of cast them off there. So, yeah. But anyway, personally, I would highlight this because this is really awesome. You can build so many different layouts. That's a lot of the problem with starter sets, quite frankly, is that people can't see beyond what they already purchased as far as what they could do with it. And if you give them a lot of options, not insisting that they are not requiring that they make more purchases, that really kind of adds value to the set. And anyway, personally, I would make that part of it bigger, so you could see what alternatives. Generally speaking, though, this is really nice box art. I'm a big fan of really well thought through box art. That it really makes or breaks a set, quite frankly. Okay, we have we have a bunch of standard curves, a whole lot of standard curves. We have 2 controllers, which are the standard kind of Scalextric They are pretty small though. They fit my hands perfectly, my little teeny tiny hands. We do have the speed governor, if you will, which is super stiff. Well, I guess it's not that stiff. You just push it back and forth, and that makes sure that you can only use some of the available power, which is great for little kids. They don't feel great. Pretty, as you can hear, kind of grindy. I mean, that's not a huge deal, really. Extra guide chew and the attached braid. That's really awesome. There's only 2 in there, but good job, Scalex. Good job. So what else do we have here? What else do we have here? We have the... There they are. Supports to make a crossover. Okay, cool. Good job. And we have one little car here. I'm thinking we have another little car. Oh, there it is. Just wrapped in tissue, which I think is just perfect for this situation. Very nicely detailed little Formula E car. A little Nissan that you see here. Good job. It looks really nice. Never seen these little cars before. But they're really, really nice. The gear mesh feels really nice and smooth on this little guy. And the front axle spins nice and smoothly. The braid is really nice. Actually, honestly, I prefer the braid on these to the standard Scalextric car. Yeah, this braid is a tighter weave, as you can see there. Probably going to be more durable than the standard Scalextric car. That's a really nice looking little car. I like that quite a bit. And the other car is here. Oh, this is nice. This is beautiful looking little too. There's a lot of detail on these for you know, being the just for kids scale, if you will. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, these look really good. These are certainly nice collector quality. Yeah, the gears feel really good on these. Good job, Scalextric. And I'm sure these are going to stick down pretty well. There are little magnets in there. Does the braid... braid actually pushes the guide kind of far out of the slot. Huh. Yeah, anyway. Well, so, I mean, all in all, and then the lap counter is under... I'll take it out here so we can all check it out. All kinds of curves. A mechanical lap counter, which I think is a great idea. Okay, so to set the lap counter, you click the little sides here until you decide what amount of laps you're going to want to start with, unless you just want to start with the basics. I love the idea of including a lap counter. Pretty much all battery-operated sets do include a lap counter. A lot of the standard sets do too. They should all include something like that. In general, though, I mean, we have a really nice starter set here that you can play with. I mean, you don't really need to buy anything extra. What else do we have? Well, let's look at the starter pack of stuff, shall we? Warranty registration, Hornby America Incorporated, Lakewood Industrial Park. I've been there many times in Lakewood, Washington. Yeah, you're supposed to fill this out and send it to the folks at Scalextric USA. We have pretty much the boilerplate warnings for a 9-volt system in English and 10 million other languages. Here you go. Here's the basic instructions here. Shows you kind of all the basics of how to put the set together. Shows you where the batteries go. That's pretty important. Shows you how to wipe down the rails, how to basically put the track pieces together. Yeah, I mean, okay, cool. Circuit options. This is really fantastic. I absolutely love this. And it shows you how to set the lap counter. That's very cool. The circuit options. This is excellent. The one question I have, yes, they do, is so they show the track pieces with a letter, and then on the back, this is standard on most sets. Certainly the consumer, the beginner sets like the Go stuff. I believe they do the same thing too. I should probably check that. But they have the track piece letter, so you can correspond that to the suggested layout. All in all, and this is the upsell. Yeah, this is the standard. This is pretty cool, though. This shows you the possibilities. Shows you the possibilities there. Different cars you could get, which that's really awesome. Shows you some of the other, some of the additional sets you can do. Shows you the hero set, what you could make if you really wanted to. And yes, the magnets are definitely strong enough to go upside down. I remember testing some of these prototypes in England, and I was pleased with how strong the magnets were. And then they upsell you with the other available sets they have, or scales they have rather. So I think this is a really great place to start for kids. You know, and then you first open it and it shows you the basics there, the battery stuff, and the My First Scalextric stuff. I think it's a great set. I know this is definitely not for most hobbyists. It's absolutely not aimed at you, but it is definitely aimed at kids that could start in the hobby. This is where, you know, I would have gotten into the hobby when I was little. I started out with a Tyco set when I was little, and this is a great road race set rather than a entertainment license set. You have some really beautiful little cars here that I think definitely inspire kids to stay in the hobby, because these look really, really nice. Good job to Scalextric. This is a pretty basic set, like I said, but I think that sets like this are really important. I'm glad Scalextric do this, and I can't thank them enough for sending me the Formula E set to unbox and take a look at. This set is going to be passed along to a local kid, I think, and so he can enjoy slot car racing. And when he gets a little older, because he's pretty young now, I think he's only, I don't think he's 8, I think he's maybe 6. But I'm definitely going to give this to him, and I'm sure he's going to enjoy it. Thanks, everybody. Check out the next video, which is coming soon.